Hey everybody. Well, usually you see this thing ripping up and down my YouTube page. Today, we're gonna focus a little bit something different. 65 Plymouth Belvedere, it's my father's. Really decent car. I know the history of this car. It's been around my dad's friends for 30 years now. My dad recently had this car painted and has played with it a little bit. He really likes street cars and being able to go to cruise ins and drive around. Then he likes that power as well. This motor, power is no issue. It makes over 600 horsepower. It's a 496 cubic inch big block. It's an old Muscle Motors build from years and years ago. Aluminum rotted deal, big roller. We've converted it over to the 85. Runs 630s, all motor in the 8th. Good little engine, but it's hard to drive it. It's radical, it's noisy. It's just not ideal for your street type car. So we're fixing to turn a page here, and we're gonna put a lot of new school in the old school here. We're gonna drop a Gen 3 Hemi in this thing. We're gonna get with Dafford Race Innovations and build a Gen 3 Hemi with the Eagle heads. We're gonna then install a Holly system on this car. K-Fast with Keith Kyle with K-Fast Tuning will be dialing this thing in for us, also helping with the wiring. We'll actually be at his dyno as well. So during this time, I'm gonna show, because there's nothing on YouTube hardly that shows anybody doing any Gen 3 turbo stuff. So I want to document it. I want to bring y'all along and show y'all that there's more out there than just LS stuff like we usually do. So we're excited. We're gonna do this Gen 3 deal. Haven't decided if we're gonna do twins or a big single on it. Room is a little tight, which this is a big block in there. Don't know how much smaller the Hemi's gonna be yet, but this is the plan as of now, and we hope to make at least 700 rear wheel. This motor to the flywheel made 724, so we should make more power on pretty low boost with the Gen 3 Hemi to equal what this thing was doing, and should be able to drive it. I think we're gonna swap it to a 355 gear. We're going to keep using our 727 torque flight. We'll probably get with PTC and do us a turbo type converter. But mainly I just wanted to, document this and get it online and show people a little bit about the Hemis, because I think we overlooked them. I know they say they cost a little more money, but from what I've seen, you can pick up a Gen 3 engine for very, very cheap. So we're gonna go with just a stock bottom end Gen 3 Hemi at first and see where it goes. And as of right now, I'm gonna get busy turning some wrenches, and I'm gonna cuss these headers a little bit, because 2 1/8 headers and a B-body Mopar with torsion bars is really not any fun. So anyway, I'll take some video and some pictures, and I hope you guys will go along this journey with us. Take care. Well, we got the fluids out of it. Starting on the headers. Just want to show you guys one reason that I hate big block Mopars in a B-body. That down there, you can see it. That's the starter right there. That's a steering rod. There's also a drag link down there. There's also a torsion bar that you cannot see. These headers are 2 1/8 inch. Pain in the ass is all I gotta say. So, yeah. Hopefully, our manifolds will be going that way to our turbo, and we won't have any of this garbage anymore. Anyway, let's get back after it. All right, well, we got one out of there. Got the starter off. Working on the passenger side now. Got the bolts out. Yeah. Anyway, that's about 3 hours in, so it takes about 3 hours to get the starter and the headers off. Rest of it's pretty gravy, but we'll see how it goes from here. See you guys. Well, just like that with YouTube magic, this thing's just appeared on the ground. Got her out of there. She's out. Now we can start cleaning some things up and get ready for the Hemi to sit down in there. I'd like to take this time to show some pictures and tell a little bit about this old car since the motor's out. But this car was owned by a friend of my dad's, Wayne Sarton, in the beginning. It was then purchased by Rod Vincent, and he had it for 20-some years, but that's it at the track when it was back when it was purple and it had the same engine in it. I think with Rod, he had best a 648 at 104. This is the car after we got it painted and back at the shop and started getting ready to throw the motor in. Speaking of, there's Pops right there doing his little cleanup magic. My dad is a clean freak. He likes details, so that's the engine after we went through it, freshened it up, and this is the first time to the track. This right here is when I told my dad that it'll work on drag radials. Yeah, he wasn't too happy, but made some suspension adjustments, and then here it is the next pass. After some time, we decided to go with the E85. Got tired of dumping the 110 race fuel in, so I installed a new fuel cell, an Aeromotive A1000, a Pro Systems Dominator carburetor that's E85, and I was very impressed. The torque was very noticeable. So any of you guys with a high compression engine, I strongly suggest going with this type setup. These are some clips of the E85 test passes. Well, that's it for the old big block, guys. I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you can, give us a like, subscribe, follow us along for this journey. Next video, we'll have a Hemi sliding down in here and see what we got to have. Then hopefully making turbo noises. Thanks.